I wish I knew the future. If there will ever be a point in my life that I will stop being shy and tell people how I feel about them, there is. It happens years later, bud, but there is. Well, I'm finally doing it, guys. I'm creating these videos, reading my journal from over 10 years ago. And the purpose of doing this is to share the experiences of someone who had a severe case of social anxiety, anxiety in general. I just didn't have the ability to express myself and to talk to people. And I'm here to share those experiences, those thoughts, just to show that all of us go through that. And something that always comforted me was reading poems or reading stories when I was younger, when I would search for them on the internet, because it didn't make me feel that alone when I knew someone else was going through the same thing. And that's what these videos are for. And they're also here to inspire you. Because if I could change from who I was in the past, I think anyone can. So let's dive right in. Okay, so in the beginning, I attempted to write poetry as a form to express myself, just because reading other people's poetry, it helped me, not feel as alone. And I attempted to write poetry. So here is that attempt. Even if I don't even know if this is considered poetry. I won't help you, I will guide you. I won't tell you, I will show you. Just link the things together and you will be just fine. I have no idea what that means. I have no idea what that's from. Maybe it was my future self talking to my past self. Who knows? May 22nd, 2005. My family. My brother, spawn of Satan. My sister, angel of Goth. My mother, the happiest person I know. My uncle, the smartest guy I know. My grandmother speaks Greek. And all I do is nod my head and say yes a lot. This is my family, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And that's still true today. And something that was always told to me when I was younger from my uncle was, you should always be good to your family, because they will be the ones that will be there for you the most. They will be the ones that are pretty much going to stick with you on this journey of life. There's so many people that come and go through our lives, and so many people that we think are going to be there and to be there forever, but it's not necessarily the case. And don't take your family for granted at all. Okay, so this looks like just a random thought. If I could have one wish, I would wish for me to have the courage to tell people how I feel. I don't want to be shy anymore, but it is so hard for me to talk to people. I get nervous and just shut down. That was one of the main reasons why I started this journal, was just to be able to express those thoughts that I wasn't able to express with other people. And that's why I think this is one of the best things I did in my entire life, hands down. Hands down. The best thing I ever did was to start a journal. And I have multiple journals. This was the first. So this next thing, it's a letter I wrote my brother. And I wrote it after we had this fight. Here, let me just read it to you. In the next 5 minutes, I will tell you things about me that you think exists, but you're not very sure of. These 5 minutes will forever change your life. You'll be given two choices. You could either forget about this conversation and never speak of it again, or you could choose to be my friend and learn everything about me. I'm writing this on paper so I don't forget what to tell you. This book will contain almost everything I remembered as a kid and all my secrets. I think telling you these things will greatly help my condition. I sort of have a social phobia. I fear getting into social situations, so that is why I don't hang out with anyone, because I don't have any friends. I wish to talk about everything I think of with you. I think if we worked together, we could get any girls we want. Well, we know what this guy was thinking about. We know what was on his mind. I think you agreeing to my proposition will also greatly help you and me. So I repeat this question to you. Will you be my friend? And this was inspired after this fight we had. We're just arguing with each other, and then he said something that it just stung. It hurt me. And he said, nobody likes you. And you know how I know that? Is because you never have any friends come over to the house. And when he said that, it hurt so much, because my brother and sister would always have people over. Their friends would come over all the time. I was the only one that I never had anyone come over. And I remember that hurting so much. And I never actually read this letter to him, just because I was so nervous. You know, just like I said before, sometimes being able to just express yourself is so hard. And some people just don't understand that. But I did, and yeah. That's why I started this journal. Because I wasn't able to express these thoughts to other people. So I wrote in here. Everything. Everything. And some of you, later on probably, you're probably going to think I'm an asshole or something, but I let everything out. No matter what was going on in my head, I let it out. And yeah. So this is the first entry I ever wrote. June 11th, 2005. This is where the journey began. So the first entry. I wish I could tell Amanda how I feel about her. If I had any courage, I'd walk up to her and tell her how I feel. And even if she didn't like me, I would still feel proud of myself that I told her. Every night, all I do is think about her. All I could do is think how I could tell her I like her. When I see her in the hallway, it hurts me that I can't tell her how I feel. I wish I knew the future. If there will ever be a point in my life that I'll stop being shy and tell people how I feel about them, there is. It happens years later, bud, but there is. I'm trying to work on it by saying hi first to people. I don't know. Maybe on Monday I will say hi to Amanda and ask her when the chem project is due. Oh yeah, she was in my chemistry class. And I will smile and try to notice if she will smile back. Maybe she is a shy person like me, and when situations like these come around, we just try to end it as soon as possible. It's interesting. I'm already starting to try to figure myself out, and it's true. Situations occur, and I just try to end it as soon as possible. That's one thing about me that I just didn't like back then, was I didn't give people the opportunity. I just stopped it dead in its tracks, and I did that for so many situations. Did not stick with the fear and push through. Felt it a little bit, like cold water right before you go in the ocean. I touched the cold water and I ran back on the sand. I didn't jump in. Not back then. Not back then. Okay, so finished the first entry, read you some of the poems that I attempted to write. I can't wait to share with you the rest. And like I said, I really want to animate the first 2 years of my experiences. I feel as though it's going to help a lot of people out there. Being able to share myself and to share what's in my heart. And along the way, I'm going to give you the advice that helped me out. And I can't wait to share everything with you. Let me know what you think. If you like it, if you don't. Regardless, I'm gonna finish the first 2 years no matter what. And if people want more, then I'll definitely give more. I'm just gonna give it my all. Can't do anything better than that. If you like the video, like it, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm definitely gonna upload 2 videos a week for the next 4 months, no matter what, and hopefully more. That's my goal. I'm going to experiment. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use, is it the dry erase animation, maybe hand-drawn animation? I don't know, I'm just gonna have fun with it. I'm just gonna experiment. And no matter what, I'm just gonna keep producing. And I'm gonna keep growing and observing. And this can only get better from here. So subscribe now. I'm Victor from Transmind. Take care. Bye-bye.